Well, this is disappointing.
I think are a little bit afraid of me because they're like, he's a loose cannon. And I'm not. I'm just saying the shit that everybody should say if they give a shit about humanity. Everybody else should feel like I feel.
The world is on fire.
The world, yeah, like, oh, mad about the way things are and the abuses that are happening. The Epstein Files! The fucking Epstein Files! God damn it! Where are they? It's a fucking law, bitch. Show it. You fucking pedophiles. I shouldn't say fuck because I'm a Christian and people are going to go like, how can he say fuck and he's a Christian? Because that is something that should make you want to say fuck. Yeah. You know, sorry, God, I'm sweating now. This is my fucking politics, dude. I would fucking railroad these fuckers. I would get those Epstein Files out in 2 seconds. Yeah, dude. 2 seconds. Fucking move out of the way. Like, get out of there. I don't care what room they're in. Bitch, move. Like, give me the fucking manila envelope. I will get you the Epstein Files. Sorry.
You got my vote. Whatever you want to run for, you got it.
Don't you want to see what's in there so that we can hold people accountable? These fucking rapists? We're just cool with it? That bitch has the keys to the nuclear... He's like all up into 13-year-olds. Like, dude, what? Go to jail. Go to jail. All right, what are we talking about?
So this is Alan Ritchson, who is an actor, probably one of my favorite actors right now. I pretty much like him in everything that he does, but especially Reacher. And why Reacher is significant here is that they just released the trailer and it kind of started promoting the show, the new season of it, because it comes out in just like 3 weeks, maybe even less than that. So he did these 2 podcasts, this being one of them, where he kind of talked about this same topic. So I'll come back to that later, but I will say that before I even knew much about him from his shows or his movies, I actually knew him from YouTube. Yeah, that's right. He actually made YouTube videos sort of like I do, but talking about biblical topics rather than political topics. And I really enjoyed listening to it. Well, I still do enjoy listening to his videos because you just don't see a whole lot of that nowadays. It's like somebody like him who is so outspokenly Christian, talks about it all the time. That's just not something that happens very often. Zachary Levi is a very prime example of somebody who did, or still is publicly sharing his faith as an actor, but then his acting career kind of went downhill all because of it. So then Alan Ritchson is the exception, which is, I guess, intriguing to me. And the reason I bring that up is because based on that, you would think, this guy he doesn't care what people think. He's going to talk about his Christian faith in Hollywood, which is very anti-Christian, and he doesn't care what happens to his career because he knows talking about his faith is far more important. But this interview clip is the exact opposite. He is lying, and he's getting all worked up exactly how Democrats do based on the Epstein Files. They all just scream and cry and, lie about things, exaggerate things, and then they just think that everybody's going to agree with them. Well, I don't think everybody's going to agree with him, especially his fan base. If you don't know what Reacher is about, you should know that it is a show that, men watch. I'd say very few women actually enjoy watching it because it's pretty bloody and gory, and that's actually the majority of what his movies and shows are. They're all violent or war type shows. So I think there's a very large conservative fan base, and I'd say, I don't know the exact number, I'd never know, but I'd say probably 70% of his audience is conservative men. And this is not a good look for that reason. So now in a complete change of character from what I thought he was like, he's actually just giving in to the liberal talking points, probably hoping to get some more viewership, I guess, in the upcoming season of Reacher. But now I'll just actually get down to the, breakdown of what he actually said. And it's not actually that difficult to break down. It's really just whenever you are going to say that President Trump is into 13-year-olds and he is a rapist, prove it. But the problem is no one can actually prove it. You'd think that if this thing was true, something would have come out by now, or, President Biden's administration would have released the Epstein Files because they hate President Trump so much. Problem is, President Trump was either not in it, or even if he was in it, I don't think it was anything bad, but there were too many Democrats in the files that they can't release that because it'll make them look bad. But at the end of the day, they're never going to be released. If there are any extra files that they didn't already release in the millions of documents. So stop talking about it. Let it go. Jeffrey Epstein is dead. It's not like it's happening anymore. So just chill out and stop lying about this just to make President Trump look bad for something that you cannot prove he did. Plus, I gotta add on here that he said that if he was in office, he would release them immediately. No, he wouldn't. You know, the Democrats that I imagine he voted for in the last administration didn't release them. So what makes him think that he would? If they're too scared to do it, he should be scared because that means that there's probably stuff in there that he doesn't want to release. He just is trying to complain about it and garner a little bit of attention, and sadly, I'm giving that to him.